Hello, my name is Aiden Lipton. I am an undergraduate student in the Arts and Science program here at the University of Saskatchewan. I am also in the online Drama 108 class. And the play that I've chosen to talk to you guys about today is called Frog's Dance. It is a play of tragedy, but personally I think it also has motivation and kinship in it. It was written by William S. Yellowrobe Jr. and has around 47 pages with a total of 8 scenes overall. Personally, I love reading through this play. It wasn't what I normally enjoy reading since I'm more of a romantic comedy kind of guy, but it has everything that I would personally consider to be needed in a play to make it good, to make it, work well as a reader or as a watcher. The characters are easy to sympathize with. The situations and setting are easy to understand, and just overall, it was a good play to read. And also, I guess if you were able to go and watch it, it was definitely and would have been a good play to go and watch. Also, the play itself is located on an American reserve, although the reserve in America is not disclosed to you, sadly. But the play also itself is mainly focused on one of the 3 main male leads. His name is Frog Jumps the Ground, a man in his late 40s. The first scene opens on Frog dancing on stage, enjoying himself, having a good time, but you read more into it and he's dreaming. He's in a delusional dream state of mind, but the scene quickly changes to something of more darker tone, a more darker connotation, when 2 men of unknown origin come and put a black cloth over his face and over his legs, causing him extreme pain. You later find out in the play that Frog is a disabled indigenous man who has lost his family in a tragic and horrible car crash, and who is struck with an insane amount of tragedy and regret over said car crash. Frog is tasked by his sister to teach her son Elmo how to dance in what they term as the Indian way, for the upcoming powwow ceremony to honor their family. Because before the tragic accident with Frog was a pro powwow dancer, and he used to dance beside his best friend Taylor, who was his co-dancer on stage. Frog again is one of the 3 main male leads, and the second main male lead is his nephew Elmo Blaine, another leading male character. He is also struck with an insane amount of tragedy since he has lost his mother to his abusive non-native stepdad, and he regrets not being able to stop his stepdad, which leads him into thinking that he's worse than his stepdad. And the reason why he wasn't able to stop his stepfather from killing his stepmom was because he was sleeping as this was happening. Sorry, having a little bit of a stuttering. He is also the main target of a res gang, as the play likes to describe it. Since he is from the city and he is half white, they think he's rich, so they target him, which then ends him up in the hospital in a bed. The last main male lead is Frog's best friend, Taylor Grant. He is Frog's best friend and ex-dance partner. He is portrayed as the villain of the play, since throughout the play he tries to convince Frog to give up on teaching Elmo how to dance and how to participate properly in the powwow. And he says things like Elmo is a half-breed and he doesn't belong and he's just a pretendian. And he wants Frog to let him, i.e. Taylor, to take over the role of dancing for the honor of Frog's family. So that's the 3 main male leads of the play, and now the 2 female leads. Frog's wife, Nina, a woman in her early 20s, is very much a tragic character in terms of her personal fate and in terms of her effects on Frog's fate. Nina was killed in the car crash with their unborn baby, the same crash that crippled Frog and ripped half his face off. This is actually what represents that black cloth being put over his face and his legs in the first scene of the play. She was very much his light at the end of the tunnel, his person that kept him going through thick and thin, very much his motivational and his support, motivational person and his support beam throughout everything. Sadly, not too much more is said about Nina other than that Frog and Nina met at a powwow competition, and then the second and last main female lead was Elaine, Elmo's mother and Frog's sister. And although we later find out that Elaine has sadly passed away by the tragic beating and horrible beating of the Elmo stepdad, her spirit is actually what guides Elmo and Frog together to form this kinship, leading them to overcome and move past their collective tragedies. And she's very much the guide in the story. She's what pushes everything forward. She's what makes everything connect. And she is genuinely what makes them form their kinship. So, although the play starts with tragedy in a dim present, in my opinion, it ends with hope of a better future. This is shown as the play ends with Frog and Elmo together at the powwow, although Elmo is in a wheelchair. He can witness Frog dancing for his family for the first time in a while, both past and present family members. This scene shows that neither Frog nor Elmo allowed their tragedies to define who they are. No matter how hard you get hit, you can always stand back up. So again, in my opinion, the play shows that no matter how hard you get knocked down in life, there's always hope and there's always a light at the end of that very dark tunnel. And as for productions of the play, in recent productions of the play, there have been 3 readings. The first reading was produced by Barehead Intertribal Playwrights, Center, directed by William S. Yellow Robe Jr. himself, which is pretty cool in my opinion, in Montana in 2014. The second reading was produced by Tan of New Native Tribal Plays in Bangor, Maine in April 2017, and then followed by a reading directed by Mercy Douglas at the University of Maine in May 2017. So again, this has been Aiden Lipton. I am in the Drama 108 class. I hope that you liked my video. I hope that my video gave you some wanting to go and read or watch the play of Frog's Dance yourself. Thank you for listening to me ramble on, and thank you. Bye.